Hello and welcome to another edition of Whitfield Academy's series of videocasts on how to use Schoology. In this session, we will be looking at an introduction on how to add links to websites on your Schoology page. The Adding Links feature in Schoology assists you in adding a link to a web page in your course materials so your students can access the web page directly from Schoology. To use the Adding Links feature in Schoology, you need to go to the class you are planning for. Start on the main Schoology page by finding the courses or the course dashboard and clicking on those tabs. This is what clicking on the Courses tab leads you to. You should see a tab for the course that you have that you're going to add the link to, and you can click on that. If you click on the course dashboard, this is the way the courses are going to be arranged. You have a slightly different view of your courses, and you may have to scroll down the page to find the class you want. But again, the same information is available to you, so find the class that you're interested in and click on that Classes tab. That will take you to a class, and what you need to do at this point is to find the Add Materials drop-down menu near the top of the page and open the drop-down menu and find the Add File /link /external tool and click on that, select on that. When you click on the Add File Link External Tool, a new pop-up window is going to open for you. Another episode in this series of videocasts showed how to add the file to the course using the file option in this window. To add a link, click on the link option in the middle of the pop-up window. This action will open a new pop-up window. Once the new pop-up window appears, you need to copy the URL address from the website you're linking to. In another window in your browser, find the URL for the website, highlight it, and copy it. And at the bottom of the page, you see in a picture where you're looking to copy the URL information. You then go back to the pop-up window for Add Link, paste the URL into the link URL box in the pop-up window. Then below that, add a title in the title box for the URL. That's going to assist the student in identifying what the website is. For me, it might be the biology dictionary or the biology classes Quizlet website or the biology classes Google folder. It's going to vary from person to person and situation to situation. You may have a link to an article that you're interested in having the students read, and so you can just give the title of the article or information about what the article's about here in this title location. This is the label that the students are going to see in Schoology instead of the URL. You can align the link to learning objectives if you desire. Under Options, you can assign the link to individual students. You can display the link in Schoology, and we'll come back to that. You can publish the link to the students. As long as that dot is green, it's going to be published automatically. And you can copy the link to other courses. That would be the last possible option over here where you see the clipboard. If you click on that, you can then select other classes to copy this link to, and that can save you some time, energy, and effort. When you're done with all of your selections, you're going to move your cursor over to the blue box that says Add and click on that, and that will add the link or the URL and the information that you've provided to the table of contents page or to a specific folder that you've opened. If you click cancel, then nothing will happen and all of the information that you've put together is going to be lost. So click Add if you're ready to have the link appear in the table of contents page or in the folder that you're assigning this material to. So what does this look like when you go back to a page? Whether it's the table of contents page for your course or whether it's a particular folder within your course, as you can see in my example here, this is what the links look like. You'll have this little link or chain icon and then the title that you gave the information. Clicking on the gear icon over to the right-hand side of the information provides options for you to move the location of the link. That's how I got all of these links into this particular folder. You can copy the link to another course from this point. You can delete the link or you can save it to your resources. It's always good to save to resources the information so that you can go back year after year and populate your new courses every school year or every semester with the information from the resources rather than having to go back in your archived files and try to find it. Sometimes if you click on a link, you get this message. Not to worry. Just click on the light colored icon in the upper right hand corner where the arrow is pointing to the circled structure. Clicking on that icon will take you to the web page. The web page will open in a new tab for your browser window. To keep this situation from occurring, when you're adding the link initially, click on the Open in Schoology option. That will turn the option from a monochrome to a colored picture. This will allow the link to open immediately when you or when your students click on the link. It will send the information to a new tab. On some occasions, with some websites, it'll open up right here in this particular spot as well. Some observations. Note, links can also be created within course folders, or they can be added to folders after their creation. And I've shown you the move option from the gear icon that allows you to do that. Links can be copied from resources to courses just like files, and just like assessments, just like assignments, just like everything else. Just remember to click on the Open in Schoology option so the link opens directly when the student clicks on it. If you want to add a link to an assignment or an assessment, you can do that as well. When you open a create assignment or a create an assessment or create a discussion or some other type of tool from the initial pull down menu in Schoology on the first page of the Schoology table of contents page for your course. You put in the name, you put in the description of the information, and then you have these series of icons at the bottom of the page. One of those icons is that chain link, or that series of links in a chain. If you want to add a link to this assignment, assessment, and so on, after adding the title and description, click on the chain icon at the bottom of the description box. A new pop-up window will arise in your display. You will be asked to paste the URL address into the first box up here, where it says enter a URL or embed code. And then you'll be asked to add the title that you want this link to be known by. Then what you'll do is you'll attach. When you click on the blue attach box, and the URL will appear in the original pop-up window under the description. So you can see that this is a link here because it's the chain icon. and it gives you the title that you gave the link, and it gives the full URL. All the student has to do at this point is click on that, and they'll get there. You can preview what the information will look like by clicking on the Get Preview. If you click on the X, that's going to delete the information. When you're done, make sure you go to the bottom of this pop-up window and save your assignment, or your work will be lost. Some observations about this feature. This feature is useful, as students in your class do not have to copy URLs from the board or from some other source, like a handout or a textbook or something like that. It eliminates student copying mistakes for the most part, and assists students in getting to the intended site faster and more efficiently, with fewer interventions needed on the part of the teacher to assist the student in finding the correct site. Don't worry if you make mistakes. We're all in this together. If you have any questions concerning the adding links feature in Schoology, feel free to contact our instructional technologist, Bethany Brandt, or me, Kevin Spingler, the upper school biology teacher in room 303 in the upper school building. Thank you for your time and attention. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns, and have a wonderful day.